Hey guys, this is your review for your written test for the rifle coming up soon. I'm just going to go over the questions, and then I'm going to, Wednesday I'll email you guys the test, the written test, and then you'll just email me back your answers. Alright, so what should be foremost on your mind anytime you're shooting? So what's the most important thing anytime you're shooting? What do you think? I'm going to guess safety. Alright. What does the BRASS acronym stand for? BRASS acronym, B-R-A-S-S, remember that from class? You actually have that one in one of your handouts, so you need to look that one up. I'm not going to give that one to you. Two primary causes of firearms accidents. What are the two primary causes of firearms accidents? You should have that in your notes as well. If you don't, holler at me. There's two main causes of firearms accidents. Three primary gun safety rules we went over in class several times. See if you can find those. They're the ones that I use in class, the three main gun safety rules. I'm going to go ahead and tell you those. Muzzle in a safe direction, finger off the trigger, unload until ready to use. Those are your three gun safety rules. Where do most firearms accidents occur? Where do most firearms accidents occur? The answer to that is in the home. What should you take care to protect anytime you're shooting? Eyes and ears maybe? That's what we need to protect anytime we're shooting. Get the best use of your eyes. How when you're shooting? How do you get the best use of your eyes? I gave you those in class. Remember, straight out of the eye socket, number one. Both eyes open, number two. Don't burn images into your retina, that's three. And you want to use your dominant eye, okay? Make sure that you're doing that. Sight alignment. What's proper sight alignment? Okay, sight alignment is lining up your front and rear sights. So centering your front sight in your rear sight. That's sight alignment. What's sight picture? Sight picture is centering your target in your already aligned front and rear sights. Okay, so you got your rear sight, front sight, target. Rear sight, front sight, target. So how many things are we dealing with there? With the sight alignment, we're dealing with two things, front sight, rear sight. With the sight picture, we're dealing with three things. Target, front sight, rear sight. What's sight radius? You'll remember on that diagram I had you draw the distance from the front sight to the rear sight. That's called sight radius. The distance from your front sight to the rear sight is sight radius. Eye relief. Eye relief is the distance from your rear sight to your eye. The distance from your rear sight to your eye. Natural point of aim. Should you always consider your natural point of aim anytime you're setting up a shooting position? The answer to that, of course, is yes. How do you check your natural point of aim? Remember, I told you guys to check your natural point of aim. You get behind the rifle with your eyes closed, relax, breathe a few times, then open your eyes. Look through the sight. If you're not pointed at the target, don't muscle the rifle to the target. You move your whole position to get yourself to the target. That's getting your natural point of aim. On these sights, how many clicks moved you one scoring ring on the target? On the sights we were using on our rifle, at our distance, at that target, 4 clicks. 4 clicks moved you one scoring ring on the target. If we wanted to go down, how did we go down on these sights? Okay. The top knob, you turned it clockwise, that took you down. If we wanted to go left, how did we do that? Side knob, clockwise, went left. Anytime you're zeroing a firearm, setting the sights for you, you always move the rear sight in the same direction you want the bullets to move on the target. Okay? Always move the rear sight in the same direction you want bullets to move on the target. Is it safe to fire a rifle where? Can you shoot a rifle in the water or at water? Can you shoot a rifle in your house, in the air, or with a safe backstop? What do you think? Which one of them things you think is the right answer? I'm going to leave that one up to you. Who can give the command ceasefire? Okay, we didn't bring this one out in class too much. Ceasefire. What do we do when we hear the command ceasefire? We stop shooting. But who can give that command? Anybody. Anybody can give the command ceasefire. As a matter of fact, whoever observes an unsafe condition first is the one who should call the command ceasefire. Okay? Anybody can call ceasefire. Misfire. Okay? We had 3 cartridge malfunctions I went over with you guys in class. Misfire, hang fire, squib load. What's a misfire? Misfire is a failure of the cartridge to fire. That's what we consider a dud. You pull the trigger, the gun doesn't fire. all right? It does have a cartridge in the chamber, but it doesn't fire. Hang fire, it's a delay in the ignition of the cartridge. You pull the trigger, the gun goes click, then at some point between then and the next 30 seconds, the gun fires. So it's click, bang, but you can hear the difference in click and bang, all right? Squib load is a round that develops less than normal pressure. That may be indicated to you by not kicking as hard, it may not sound as loud, but in the end, the big thing for you is if you think you've had a squib load, you need to check the barrel. Here you do that with me, and I put a cleaning rod through the barrel to make sure that there's no bullets stuck in the barrel, but if you're out on your own, you still need to check the barrel, make sure there's nothing stuck in the barrel. 4 parts of a loaded round of ammunition. What are the 4 components to a loaded round of ammunition? On this handout that you've got, I've got it zoomed in real tight to this, but you can see the top of the bullet here. That's on your handout. You need to know the 4 components to a loaded round of ammunition. Those are the bullet, the case, the powder, and the primer. Those are your 4 components to any loaded round of ammunition. What's your most stable firing position? You guys should know this from experience now. The closer you can get to the ground, the more stable you're going to be. So prone position is your most stable firing position. What does the sling do for you? Okay, the sling, when used properly, supports the weight of the rifle. It creates an artificial bicep for you, and it supports the weight of the rifle. What's the position designed to do? A good shooting position is designed to use maximum bone support. Okay, maximum bone support. Use your skeleton to support the rifle, not your muscles. What will calling your shots do for you? Calling your shots. Okay, that was one of the elements of follow-through we talked about. What does that do for you? Calling your shots allows you to evaluate your zero. Okay, that allows you to determine whether or not your sights are messed up. If you can call your shots, you can tell whether it's the gun or you. All right, so you got to be able to call your shots. What's the loading block we used in class do? What's the purpose of the loading block? It keeps track of your shots on the target, and it keeps your ammo clean and organized. Is the location of your spotting scope important? And the answer is yes. And you want to set the spotting scope up so that it allows for minimal movement. When you're sitting in the position ready to shoot, you should have minimal movement to look in that spotting scope. If you've got to crawl around and stuff, you're wearing yourself out, and that's no good for anybody. The rest of the questions on the test are the rifle. Okay, the pieces and parts of the rifle. So you've got to match all of these parts to that. That's the rest of the test. Okay? And look over this stuff, email me if you've got questions, and on Wednesday I'll send you a copy of the test. Good luck, guys.